Welcome to the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Tuesday Trash Podcast Show. We have the three-time champ Psychos, his first visit to the show in 2025 season. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
The Psychos talk about the big win, 85 points, 35-point win versus the division rival Gmen. Tell me about your win this week.
It was nice to have a full roster of guys scoring. It always helps.
Impressive win. People were doubting that Mahomes is not the same quarterback. He's washed up or he doesn't have the weapons. 4 touchdowns.
Well, like I said, he got one of his weapons back this week, and he's got another weapon coming back in 2 weeks.
All right, rookie Gentry, if I pronounce it correct, on the Raiders. 3 touchdowns for the rookie. What do you think about that?
About time. He opened his mouth. Pete Carroll didn't know how to use it the right way. Now he does.
All right, just those 2 players alone got you what? 26 plus 18, 24 plus 18. That's 42. All right, this is the second highest point total you've ever scored. Your career high was 95 in 2010 and 2023, I believe. So this is your second highest total all time for the franchise.
Well overdue. Definitely well overdue.
This is your 7th year in a row where you scored at least the most points for the week once. That's the 4th longest streak in the league history. You've definitely been consistent the last several years.
I would say so, yes. I agree with that.
All right. So, with the victory, you moved to 3-1. You're tied with the Bengali Bombers for the leader in the Western Division. What's your thoughts about your team after Week 4? You're number 2 in fewest fantasy points against, which has always been a Psycho's trademark, defending well. What's your thoughts through 4 weeks?
I'm very happy where I am right now. Like I said, I've got a very balanced team. Thank God, knock on wood, I haven't had too many injuries, which helps. You know, like I said, my team basically, I told everybody out of the draft, is pretty much, if my quarterbacks produce, I'm going to be hard to beat all year.
All right, those quarterbacks are Tua, Mahomes. What do you think of? And you got to get it right. He's no longer Danny Dimes. He's called Indiana Jones. What do you think about Indiana Jones' pickup?
Well, like I said, he went to the right place. I hate to say it, the Giant thing. That he went to a team that, they have good weapons all around. They have an offensive line. They got very good coaching, which helps.
All right, there you go. The Psychos could use any one of those 3 quarterbacks on any given week, and he'll be satisfied with that performance. All right, this part of the show, you might have been doubted on draft day. You might have been said that your team wasn't that good. What do you have any specific parting shots for the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football League, Week 4? You're on the show. You just scored 85 points, the season high for any GM.
Well, I put it this way. My track record shows how consistent I am, to start with, A. B, you got people who do not know how to draft in this league. We know that already. Especially with my opponent I'm playing this week. We won't mention who it is. But other than that, like I said, it all comes down to the right drafting. And if you don't do it that way, you're in trouble.
All right. Your Week 5 opponent is the grudge match. Number 2 in total points. What are your thoughts about the grudge match opponent this week?
Please. I'm really shaking it off. I'll be 4-1 after this week.
Woo! Bulletin board material.
Yeah, that's not bulletin board material, trust me.
All right. Well, you got to start somewhere, and you're off to a very good start. 3-1, tie for first. Non-division game coming up. You got a balanced attack. You have good players all around. No significant injuries other than McLaurin, but he will be okay, I think. So, that's about it for the Trash Mouth Tuesday podcast. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again. And what's the phrase that pays psychos to even attempt to get on the show?
Guys scored the most points for the week.
And that he did, 85. He was 15 points away, becoming the 4th GM in league history to score 100 points. He almost did it.
Close.
100 points is very difficult to do. All right, psychos, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll talk to you again.
You got it.